Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my live. So, if this is your first time here, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to come and check out my live. If you are catching the replay and you are already a subscriber, I just want to say thank you. Besos, you are so appreciated. Guys, I'm apologizing ahead of time for go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. I'm gonna have to start giving gifts for the first person in. Hey, Chloe Tuck, thank you so much for coming. Hope you had a wonderful day. Besos, love you. Te amo mucho. Thank you. If you are a current subscriber, then yes, I just want to say thank you. And if you are not, join the pescatarian gardener on her journey as a gardener. So let me just make sure my device is turned, my phone is turned down because that is not what I want. I do not want it going off while I am doing my live. So I see I have 5 people in. I just want to say thank you for those in the bushes. You are appreciated. It is always nice to have someone to be part of the live. It's always nice to have people come and watch the replay. So I want to say to Joe and Lisa, thank you. I appreciate it. I also want to thank Nedra and Jaden, who often catch the replay. So I really appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you. Hey Mike, how are you? How is it going? Glad you made it in. I appreciate that. I also appreciate the support the other day. It's just nice to have the support. So I just want to say thank you. How are the squirrels doing? I know they are very close to your heart. And you know, as I've mentioned, I don't have a fondness for squirrels, but every time I binge watch on your videos with the squirrels, it just really does something. It really, really does. So he says it's going good. It was 71 today and stormed. Wow. Well, hopefully tomorrow will be nice and it won't storm. So I did want to say, oh, excuse me, that you might hear a little background noise. Many of you know that I have chickens. I have 10 hens, and we have them trained on a grandpa feeder. And so my wonderful husband, Mr. Pescatarian, purchased another grandpa feeder. And the reason why we like those feeders is because it will not open to feed them unless they step on the plate. And the reason why that's good is because no other critters can eat their food. They just can't do it. So it's a good thing. So he is actually preparing that for them to have their 2 feeders instead of just 1. I mean, it's 10 of them. So this way they can kind of balance out. Anyway, let me just say hello to a few people. Just want to acknowledge again Chloe Tuck for being first. Yay, yay, yay. Go, Chloe. And Mike is in here. And PIA, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sis, I need to get with you. I've been delaying, not purposely, just forgetting. I've got to get another little cap made. Not for me. I'm going to be gifting it to a dear friend of mine. I saw her with one the other day, and I was like, you know what? I should give her a gift of it. And I know exactly where I'm going to get it. But I need to find out her favorite color, and then I will email you and whatnot. So he said it's muggy, but he'll take it over cold. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Hey, Mama Shirley, how are you? How you feeling today? How's the leg? Any pain or anything? I'm going to be sipping all night, y'all. Oh, so I have these huge trees in my yard. And they both have, I don't know if I would say, it's pollen and other things. floating from off the trees, floating in my yard. And every time I go outside, I start because my sinuses immediately start dripping, my allergies start getting aggravated. So I'm sipping on some tea. So thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you so much. So she said, no worries. When you have time, just let me know. I will definitely let you know. I will see her tomorrow. So I'm just going to try to slyly find out what color her favorite color is. Excuse me. So, babe, I want to get it for Chandra. Because you know how she wears those. Yeah, but I want to find out her favorite color. So remind me if I forget. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Had to get a little backup. So the hubby will definitely remind me. So he says, PIA sent peanuts for my, oh my goodness. That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Like, I just love the way they come up to you and get their treats. Like, it's so endearing. So afraid of squirrels, but just looking at your videos, man, they're just sweet. She says, I bet they did. So Mama Shirley said, just came in, working in the yard. Okay, appointment with the surgeon tomorrow. We'll let you know. Wow. Mama Shirley said, hello, babe. He said hello to everybody, actually.
Hello, everybody.
Hope y'all heard him. Wow. So hopefully you will get some good news from the surgeon. And everything will be good. So what's everybody's temps looking like? Man, let me get my notes here. Today was really, really nice. Right now it's like 74 degrees and the high was 80 and the low will be 63. So really, really nice. He said, hello, Mr. Pescatarian. Mama Shirley said she heard you. And Mike said, hey. Yeah. So, 73 in Cleveland. Nice. I don't blame you. I'd want to be out in that yard too. So, I don't know if any of you have seen my short, but Mama Shirley, I got strawberries. I'm so excited and so happy. I had never grown strawberries successfully. This is my first year and they look pretty. I've only gotten 2 so far, but I haven't checked my hanging basket that's in the back. I will. Hopefully, I will have more. So PIA says today was 72 for her and 81 tomorrow. Bravo. That is nice. Oh, hey, Uncle Bammett. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. He said he been trying to give Mike all his squirrels because he won't come get them. You better come get them squirrels. Tell your squirrels to get their brethren from Bammett and come on over so they can have a nice feast because they eat good. So everybody is talking to Uncle Bammett. Oh, yours just started to bloom. Okay. Listen, I know yours are going to take off. Because man, when I looked at your video from last year with your strawberries, they were everywhere. She said, Bammett said, howdy, Marcus. Congratulations, PIA. Another year is an accomplishment. 71, Minnesota now, going to be 80 Sunday after turning the AC. Wow. I tell you. I'll take them, my squirrel army. Yep, that's exactly what you'll end up with, a squirrel army. I wonder, how do squirrels communicate? Like, we know I hear like that little squeaky noise they make. I wonder if they communicate how happy they are where they are because you are feeding them. I wonder. Something to think about. Anyway, this week I'm very, very excited. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. I'm excited every week. I just like talking about gardening and talking about whatever. It is my passion. And I am not timid in any way when it comes to talking. Like, I absolutely love talking. So I'm happy to be here and I'm happy you're here with me. So Miss Shirley said, I pulled strawberries and put them in my green. Oh, now I think that would be nice because if you put them at the top, they could just kind of hang over and the runners can kind of run down it. So that would be nice. That would be nice. So Mike said they have sonic sound. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm learning a lot of their sounds. Wow. I did not know. I love animals. I really do. Um, so that is interesting. That is very interesting. I had no idea. Don't do that, PG. They'll be at your house. And I don't want them. I don't want them. Listen, I always tell everybody at the old house, they were so fat and juicy. And everybody said they are juicy because they're eating out of your garden. And it's true. I was so hurt when I saw them digging up potatoes. And I was like, I didn't know squirrels would eat potatoes, but yes, they did. They dug up the potatoes and was eating the potatoes. Um, so yeah, I don't want them. Squirrels purr like cats when happy. Really? Some sing when eat like yum yum. Wow. PIS says I have a love-hate relationship with my squirrels. I know. They are, I'm just traumatized from having them up in my attic when I was a little girl and I could hear them at night until the next morning when my dad took care of it. So I'm just traumatized, but I guess they are kind of cute, really. I guess so. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a wonderful, wonderful, very productive weekend. Uncle Bama said, me too, PIA. So Shirley said, feral cats keep squirrels to a minimum. Really? Will they eat them? Will they like kill them and eat them? I mean, I'm wondering. Let me know. Because I was thinking that the squirrels, well, just off rip, I would think the squirrels would be too fast in jumping up a tree and they would go way up. Because I do know that squirrels make nests in trees. At the old house, like I said, I actually saw the squirrel go up in her nest. So I don't know. So she said, I just made them a container of squirrel granola mix. Aw, look at you. Welcome in, Talaya Davis. Good to see you this week. Good to see you. She said, good evening, Pescatarian Gardener and chat. Just jumped on. Thank you for coming in the yard, gardening and listening. No to the squirrels. Absolutely. I agree. Girl, work that garden. Yes. Work the garden. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody is speaking. Yeah, so I had a very productive weekend. You all know that I am working very hard to get my garden not only producing, which it has been doing, but also to look aesthetically pretty. So I've done some things and I'm just super excited about it. Okay, Uncle Bama, thank you. Please tell your sidekick friend we said hello and send her my love. Castle go after them up the tree. Okay. Wow. I guess if they want them, they gonna get them. Oh, oh, Talaya, your last name is the same as PIA. Nice. She said your last name is the bomb. You know what? I love that you said that. Use the expression the bomb because we can kind of, well, for me, when I hear people use that expression, I know they're within my age bracket because that was like a phrase that we use. That's the bomb. So when you say that, it's just sweet. I need to put hummingbird feeders out now. It won't freeze. That's true. It won't. Hating on the squirrels. They still almost all of the fruit of my few trees in the yard. Yes, they do. Because I always love persimmons. Years ago, somebody brought me some persimmons because she was the grandmother of one of my clients. She knew I like fresh things, fresh fruit, fresh veggies, homegrown, whatever. So she brought me some persimmons from a co-worker's tree. Loved them. I decided I'll get me a tree. So I got me a tree. Man, that tree went through a lot. I only got one persimmons. It was nice and juicy and orange. And I said, oh man, it's so pretty. I'm going to get it tomorrow and I'm going to eat it. Squirrels got to it before me. So the only solace I had was at least I was able to get the tree and have it produce at least one. I know if it did one this year, it should do better years to come. So hopefully, and unfortunately, that tree did die, but I do have other persimmons. And I was a little jelly, I gotta tell y'all, because in a kind way, not in an evil way. I was looking at J3 GS Farms. He was talking about, I believe it was in his last video. It was his last video. He was talking about his chocolate persimmons, and those chocolate persimmons are so good, guys. Oh my goodness! If you like persimmons, you gotta taste a chocolate persimmons. And he was talking about how the pot that it was in, because it's in a container, is flat. And so the water can't get dispersed out of it. So he was saying he's going to get a pot or container for it that does not sit flat on the ground, because all the water, and you can see it in the video, is just pooled at the top. And that's not good. That's not good. Some trees don't mind a little bit of water, but most trees don't like to get their feet wet. They don't like keeping their feet wet. So you got to make sure that water comes out. So, Mama Shirley said cats are territorial. Yes, they are. Mark and backup squirrels. Okay. I know they are very, very territorial. Because I can always tell, especially at my older place, there was a feral tomcat and he would spray, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's horrible, horrible. But somebody caught him and took him to the other world, meaning they took him to the Humane Society, and that was it. So didn't have that smell again. But Mike says squirrels know when food is ripe. They do. They really do. It's almost it's almost as if the squirrels wait to see when everything is ready. And then they'll say, okay, it's going to be ready. Come on, let's go. And then you got to bite here, bite here, bite here, bite here. And I think they're better at it than we are. So, yes, please, everybody, smash that like button for me, the pescatarian gardener, because I would greatly appreciate it. So mine are city squirrels. They like junk food from restaurants and peanuts. They'll turn their nose down to fruit and veggies. Well, I tell you, the funniest thing was that my husband and I saw with squirrels was a squirrel who had found a jar of peanut butter in the garbage. He got that thing out, and then he actually got all the way in that jar the more he ate the peanut butter. You remember that, babe? Yep, he actually got it out the garbage and enjoyed that peanut butter. So Mike says they're mostly thirsty, so bite to get water. Yep, once I kept bowls of water out, they stopped biting my tomatoes. Listen, I really strongly took your advice when you had told me before. I should have kept the koi pond because they would go to that water as opposed to eating my fruits and vegetables when they are thirsty. I kept it in mind. You'll see. You'll see. So, guys, you know that every week I talk about a movie. The movie for this week stars, well, I'll bait you guys a little bit. The movie was a best-selling movie as well as a best-selling book. And it is a true story. And it's about a housewife / party girl. Can you think what it could be? Y'all know it's an old movie. I forgot to write when this 1957. Boop, 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 boop. The Three Faces of Eve. Yes. Three Faces of Eve. Now, if you have not seen this movie, then I'm glad you're going to hear about this because it makes the movie, I think, easier to understand. Oh, PIA said I got to put out some water. Yep, because it will help. Excuse me. So, wow, Mike said I haven't seen that in years. Well, this is one of my movies that I really enjoy. Um, it's by 20th Century Fox, The Three Faces of Eve. Now, it is a true story. And interestingly enough, you guys know that I am in Georgia. And this was documented in Georgia. What happened was this woman was having blackouts and she was like losing time. And so her local doctor, and having headaches, her local doctor decided that she would, excuse me, real quick. Hey, Soil Sister, it's so good to hear you. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. I understand everybody's busy. Just wanted to interrupt myself just to say thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I really do. So, she's a beautiful woman, y'all. We met at the Soil Expo way back, not this year. We had a wonderful time, as always, this year. So, just wanted to say that. So, she went to her doctor, her physician, and what happened was they could not find anything wrong. So what they did was they referred her to the psychiatrist. And so it was actually two psychiatrists. One psychiatrist called in another one, just kind of as backup, just as kind of to help him with this case. So that was good. Well, you know, back in the day, certain things were not as clear as they were now. And I understand now that yes, multiple personalities are indeed true. Um, and I will tell you why before the night is over. Um, so initially, it was not a book. The psychiatrists were documenting everything. You know, when you go to the doctor and they document certain things. Well, even more so because this was a very different case. And so the Journal of Abnormal and Social Psychology printed up information about her case. So she is actually a housewife, very unhappy, not happy with her husband. Um, and that's the main personality. What comes out or spurs from that is the party girl, Eve, who looks at Eve, who is the housewife, and thinks, what a boring life you lead. Why do you need this man? Why be married to him? You're bored. Do something else. So that's the premise of what's going on. Now, the party girl is Eve Black, and the housewife is called Eve White. But remember, it's the three faces of Eve. So that third person is the other personality, and she's just considered Jane. So, guys, I am the kind of person where somebody could tell me about a movie from beginning to end. They could tell me the plot, they could tell me how it ends, they could tell me everything. It does not bother me. I still want to see the movie for myself. So if you're the kind of person that does not like spoiler alerts, I'm apologizing ahead of time. Okay. So I told you I know that it's real. I didn't always. I did not always. I thought I was skeptical. I thought, it's not true. It's kind of made up. People are faking. I could, twitch and act like a different person. Yeah. Have hate gardening and, go through the motions. Be the opposite of what I truly am. But I personally know someone who is close to me who has multiple personalities. One is very sweet and docile. That is who she is at heart. But when something happens and she feels threatened, the other personality comes out and it is her protector. And she developed that personality because she was going through, well, her younger brother was going through a situation and she was unable to protect him. And so that spurned that alter ego, that second personality. And hey, Riri, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Your mom came in last week. I was so happy to hear from her. Hit that like button, fam. Yes, please. So I was really, really skeptical until I met this person, and I'm close to this person. And I know that it's true because this person swims really well. At the time, I couldn't swim. So I would always go with her and I would just sit on the sideline. We would go to this pool. I would sit on the sideline and, never really got in the water to swim, just, kick my feet or whatever, got in, waited around. I'm 6 feet tall, so I went up to the 4 feet and that was it. But one day something happened and that second personality came out and she was drowning. She was drowning. We thought she was playing. She was drowning. The split personality cannot swim. Cannot swim. She also has a lot of hair and she usually keeps it straight back in a bun. When things are challenging and she feels threatened and that split personality comes out, the hair is all over the place. It is completely different. So I know that it's real. The wonderful thing is her husband has learned when things are going to happen and when she feels stressed and feels threatened, how to calm her down. So for the most part, it doesn't come out, but I've seen it. It's I was not afraid when I first saw it because I love this person very much, but I was extremely concerned and a little shocked. So many years later, I saw the movie and it just made sense to me. It just made sense. So Riri said, yeah, she told me to make sure I share your lives with her so she can join. Aw, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Hey, Sylvia, I just want to take a minute, guys, and interrupt myself to speak and go in the chat. Yes, everybody is speaking to Sylvia. Yeah. Mama Shirley says, Sylvia, what's up, baby? Yes. Okay. Miss Shirley just finished dinner. Okay. Not, what was for dinner? Do tell. Do tell. Hey, Rena. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming in. So back to this. So watching it really gave me some insight as to why certain things were the way they were. Another thing is when this person's other personality is out, she does not refer to me by my name. She calls me another name. Let me rephrase that. She doesn't call me by my name normally. She calls me by my nickname. But the other personality always calls me by my, as they say, government name. And she puts the stress inflection on my name differently. So it's really interesting, y'all. It's really interesting. In this movie, she did not know what was going on. She didn't know what was happening. she would black out. And when she would black out, things would happen. And she wasn't sure. Now, her husband, because she was married, she even had a little girl. Her husband was not very supportive. I wouldn't necessarily say it was his fault, but he just didn't know how to handle it. He didn't know how to handle it. So sometimes we may be in a situation and may not know how to handle it, may not know why something is happening, what's going on. And that's kind of the situation he was in. But fortunately for her, she was able to overcome this. So I think about things. I'm a very sensitive person. I'm sure you remember me saying that many times. When things happen, I try to reflect on things that help me to see it's not as bad as it is. It could be better, but deal with what you have now because things do get better. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. We just don't know how long a situation is going to last, but things will get better. So she didn't know this, but eventually it did get better. I mentioned to you that my friend, I say alter ego, her personality is a protector for her. And I explained why hers is a protector. I believe Eve's is because she was bored and unhappy in her marriage. So what stemmed out of that was the party girl. Have fun, live your life, meet people. Don't be tied down. But what spurred it on? Well, these doctors talk and talk and talk, so much documentation. And if you read the book, guys, it's better because you get more details as to what was going on. In my opinion, most books are better than the movie. And in this case, the book was much better, much better. So let me pause for a minute. We'll get to these comments. Oh, she said it's Meatless Monday. I made hibachi onion soup. Woo! It was delicious. I bet it was hibachi onion soup. So Riri said I'm having fish for Meatless Monday. I had lobster bits for lunch. Oh, lobster bits. Oh. Man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Woo! Hey, 70 plus gardener, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. She said, good evening, everyone. Glad to hear you all are okay. Thank you. Glad you're okay too. Appreciate that. Ooh, so PIA says she roasted tomatillos, tomatoes with garlic and onion. You know, I'm a fan of tomatoes. Tomatillos, those are just an extension of a tomato. So good. I will have that with some rice. Let me tell y'all about rice, guys. I am a rice eater. Y'all know, I told y'all, my dad, Panamanian, we would have rice every day. Arroz con gandules. Ooh. Rice and beans, and whatever, okay? But I just learned something. I was looking at the rice. I usually buy jasmine rice. The ingredients say jasmine rice. I looked at the other package of rice I have, which is not jasmine rice, which is why it probably was sitting up in the pantry for the longest. And it said a whole bunch of other ingredients, not just rice. So, just an FYI, I'm only buying jasmine rice from now on. I'm not buying anything that has anything other than rice for its ingredients. Just a little side note. Hey, Natural Yard, probably off topic, but anyone plant dandelions? If so, where do you find them? Boom. Guys, we talked about that last week. I even texted a few people to ask them about the whole dandelion thing. And guess what? Boop, boop, boop. I had to do it. Had to buy some dandelion. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Had to. I also bought some. I have some already, but I bought some more. I don't have this variety. I just have bee balm. This is lemon. So I can't wait to see how it is. And then this, oh my goodness, look at this. That thing is huge. So we'll see how it goes. And one last thing, I want to do a taste test to see if these taste any different than my regular heavy hitter okra. They we'll see. We'll see. So you know dandelion is very good for inflammation. It's good for a host of other things. And I really, you can forage for dandelion, but I want to grow my own. And I've been purchasing dandelion tea, but I need to make my own from growing my own. Yes, forage, clean it good, boo boo boo. But I want to have my own in this here backyard. So, Mike said, "Yikes!" Everybody speaking. So she said, I don't have to plant in my yard. It's covered with them. Wow. Mine is not. I wish. I saw mustard with 20 ingredients. I said, nope. Uh-huh. 20 ingredients. That's ridiculous, y'all. Dandelion. Yup. Listen, I'm so envious because to get dandelion tea, I either have to buy it or go to the park and pick it. And I'm a little skeptical because at the park, it brings dogs and other pests. So yeah, I said, nope, just grow your own and then I'll know. Hey, everybody's saying, hey, ooh, lemon. I know, right? I can't wait. All I need to do is go outside. My neighbors got them. Everybody, I'm so wow, that's crazy. I'm thinking about going in the woods somewhere to get sick. Yeah, yep. I would do that. I would bring like Ziploc bags and I would dig enough around and under, put them in a Ziploc bag, seal it, and see what happens. Get it home. It probably will be fine. I will put it outside. I might spray a little soapy water, some water with some Castile soap in there to get rid of any bugs if there are any, because that is really good. Like when I forage, I would just go put it in a bowl that has a top to it, spray the Castile soap, shake it, and any of those bugs, they'll die and they'll come right to the top. And man, you can just whoosh and then rinse them, rinse. Good. So that was a good idea. So if you do it, let us know because I would be so interested if you found them in the forest and were able to replant them. I think that would be amazing. Amazing. So please let us know. Oh, so Sylvia said, I grew the jing okra. It tastes like okra to me. Okay, so no difference, huh? I thought it would taste a little different. My yard has a few dandelions already. Man, mine has none, guys. I'm thinking that in the parks they have toxins in them. You know what? I agree. I agree. Yep. I never saw them spraying, but I always think that's why I said if I want to know for sure, I have to grow them myself. If I want to know what I'm ingesting doesn't have the pesticides, the toxins, grow it yourself. They had a few varieties from where I got them, but that was the only variety that was still available. So I said, hey, I'm going to go with it. So back to this story. One last thing I want to say is sometimes traumatic events that happen when we're younger affect us. We know that Mike loves his squirrels. And I always say that I'm afraid of the squirrels because of what happened when I was younger and how they were in the attic and above my bed, I could hear them. Well, and I explained how my dear friend has multiple personalities because of what happened to her. Well, in this story, one, they don't in the movie they only talk about one traumatic event that happened to her. And what happened was her grandmother had passed. And what they wanted her to do is they wanted her to kiss her grandmother even though she was dead, because they were under the belief that it would make it easier for her to deal with it. I guess her way of saying goodbye. That didn't work. It backfired. And that's what caused her to have multiple personalities. It was a combination of things. And that was the main thing that the psychiatrist said that happened. And of course, the marriage. So it's a lot of things that happen. The movie stars Joanne Woodward. Interesting enough, the movie has scenes from Savannah, where I'm from. And she is from Thomasville, Georgia, Joanne Woodward, which is interesting. She was married at one time to Paul Newman for quite a long time, from 1958 to 2008, and they have two children. They did want Doris Day to play her, but they got Joan Woodward. So it was amazing the talent this woman has to play this part. So I encourage you, if you have not seen it, check it out. The Three Faces of Eve. It's a Academy Award winner in 1957. So hope you enjoyed this week's movie selection that I picked. Ooh, no. Yeah. Ooh, no is right. So it is Meatless Monday. I know many of you have expressed what you're going to have for dinner tonight. You know, it's always Meatless Monday, even though there's the controversy of whether seafood is meat. I say no. It's okay. However you feel is however you feel. So tonight, even though I'm having Meatless Monday all the time, I still want to share what I'm having for dinner. So tonight I'm having potatoes. I make these potatoes where I kind of cook them on the stove and boil them up a little bit, you know, add the onions and the garlic and butter and just kind of let them simmer down. But this time I did that and then I baked them in the oven at the end. So they're nice and soft, they're cubed, and they are going to be just delicious. And I also made some trout. Now, usually she said, wait a minute. Mama Shirley says she watched the movie in 1957 when it was out. Fortunately for you, now we know she watched it in 1957. She is dating herself, but fortunately, she doesn't look her age. She looks wonderful. If anybody has met her, y'all know that skin of hers is flawless. It's hard to tell. I mean, you can see it a little bit in her videos, but seeing her up in person, that skin, y'all, look just as clear as mine, just as supple as mine. Not flattering you, Ma, but you know it's true. So I'm having that, and I'm having my trout. Normally, when I have trout or salmon, Mr. Pescatarian puts it on that grill. Today, I did not let that happen. I won't say I didn't let that happen. He didn't grill today. I decided to go ahead and cook it myself, even though I feel like he's so much better at cooking than I am. But I tried today. So I gave it a nice little spiced up seasonings and added a few kicks in there. So we'll see how it is. Hopefully it will be good. So Mike says, I'm eating my soup after the live. And we know it's minestrone. Very good. Sylvia said, I was 1 year old in 1957. Guys, I wasn't even born in 1957. I came a few years later, but good for you for seeing it, Mama Shirley. You too young, Miss Shirley. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you. Everybody is talking to the OCD-ish chick. And guys, I know that you guys watch, many of you watch um Wind Down Wednesday. I will be on Wind Down Wednesday playing Scrabble. I was supposed to do it last week, but I'll be doing it this week. I don't know what's going to happen, but hey, it's all about fun. So come check me out and check them out. I love speckled trout and salmon. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I really do. I really do. So she is speaking to everybody. Yes. Miss Shirley said, "Hey, boo." I had the best smoked salmon over the weekend. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Did you make it or did you someone make it for you? Mike said, I love smoked salmon. Yeah, man, I do too. I really do. I love salmon, salmon, and more salmon. I want to put some salmon on the grill and smoke it. Yes. When I tell you my husband is so meticulous with his grilling, I am a happy camper because he is so meticulous with it, the way he does everything. And I just love it. I benefit, guys. That is so good, so good. I will be there to check you out. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. I know you. We have. Listen, I love Wind Down Wednesday. I love Wind Down Wednesday so much, guys, that even when I am cruising, if I am back in my room when it comes on, I will have it in my ear and I'll be listening to it because I always get internet when I get on that ship. I know some people say, "Oh, you shouldn't have internet because boo hoo hoo, you want to cruise." Well, cruising is meant for people to enjoy, and I enjoy having my internet, and that's one of the things I do. If I'm on a cruise on a Wednesday, I'm gonna listen to Wind Down Wednesday. So what it is we'll be playing Family Feud. And so I'll be a contestant. I attend the class and they offered us free lunch and drinks. Ooh, night. What? Free lunch? Girl. And it was smoked salmon? That's amazing. That's good. That is good. I love that idea. That's even better, Nikki. You didn't have to cook. Exactly. Exactly. It's true. Wind Down Wednesday. Hump Day is called Hump Day for a reason. I'm going to have to do some research on that, how that came up and all of that. But, you start your Monday off and it's like, oh, another Monday. Crazy. Tuesday, you're getting the swing of things. Wednesday, you are like, okay, I'm ready for the weekend already. So Wednesday, you just kind of wind down a little bit. You only got 2 days left. And we're good. We're good. Yes, the class was free too. Oh, that is good. So you got free all around. Good for you. Good for you. So yes, let me make sure I let everybody know that I appreciate y'all coming and let you know that you are appreciated so much. So, like I said, I had a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend as well. Also, too, I mentioned last week that I was going to be starting something called Herb Talk. Now, I had intended to do it last week, 4 days, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it didn't work out that way. But I did get to do it Friday. But this week, I'm going to do it. I like to do it maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I just feel like I'm learning so much about herbs and I'm just thrilled, guys. I'm doing the research, I'm documenting, I'm checking this, checking that, thinking about what I've done, talking to other people. And man, I'm telling you, I really love it. So I will be going live. I do stream from YouTube and also on Facebook. So, and on Facebook, I'm just the pescatarian gardener. So some of my friends are over there and some are over here. And that's nice. It's nice. So I'm having fun. So Nikki said, love the orange top. Thank you. This is actually one of my t-shirts from the cruise when I was on Voyager of the Sea. I thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I really did. I was overwhelmed with how many people supported me. I mean, and I do try very hard to support everybody. I try to always, well, I don't try. I will always, but always, if I'm subscribed to you, I will always watch your video and give you a thumbs up. Always. Sometimes I will comment. I try to comment, but I'm going to always do it. And the reason why I will always watch it and may not always be able to comment is because I'm the kind of person, if I'm cleaning, cooking, doing whatever, in a store shopping, I have one earbud in. I have one in and I'm listening. So I'm not always able to comment, but I do always watch and give a thumbs up. Always. So having that support meant the world to me. It really did. So Natural Yard said, I'm all about herbs. Great at it. Yes. I'm telling you, it is so important. I have started an apothecary. Good. That's the way to go. That is absolute. Everybody I feel should be doing it. Yes, we may not know something, but then you have to do like me because I didn't know. Do your research. And it takes time, guys, but it's so worth it. Mama Shirley said, I got salmon in the freezer. You're going to make me pull it out to cook tomorrow. Do it, do it, do it. It'll be good. And Mama Shirley's a good cook, so I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So yes, I appreciate that. So it was something else I wanted to share. Can't remember. Oh, I do have something wonderful coming up. I know I told you guys that. We're getting closer to a big reveal. So things are progressing kind of slowly, but not as slow. It's getting there. And I will share it with all of you. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming, taking time out to spend time with me. I love it. I love you. Thank you. If you have not given me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Thank you, Nikki. See? Which leads me to my little cheap moderation song. Moderators, I love you. Moderators, you're the best. Moderators, I love you. You get the blue ribbon for being a good moderator. So thank you, because guess what? I didn't even think to ask somebody to put that in, and you did it. You're wonderful. One day, maybe one day, I'll have a song, a real song, because I cannot carry a tune. So y'all definitely know that came from the heart. So anyway, I just want to say good night to Riri Garden. Good night, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD chick. Good night, Mike and your squirrels. Good night, PIA. Such a wonderful crafter, cook. Check her out if you haven't. Natural Yard, thank you for coming. You are appreciated. Riri, thank you. Tell your mom I said, hey. Mama Shirley, thank you. Sylvia, thank you. All my people in the bushes, thank you. Gracias para venir. I appreciate you. Aprecio mucho. Talaya Davis Baker, thank you. 70 Plus Gardner, thank you. Rena Hunt, thank you. Chloe Tuck, thank you. Soil Sister, thank you. If I forgot your name, Uncle Bammett, thank you. And say hello to Frank. If I forgot your name, forgive me. I just want to thank everybody who's watching this video on the replay. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And thank you, those of you that watched it live. So I just want to say, as always, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Go Salo.